The last messenger of Marathon, Greece, for 90 BCE, they will never remember my name. They will remember Pheidippides, the man who ran from Marathon to Athens to cry Nike, before collapsing dead from exhaustion, the man who ran for glory. For the city, but I ran, too. I ran for survival. The battle had ended at Marathon. Against all odds, the Athenians had defeated the Persians. I watched from the edges of the blood-soaked plain, my bare feet dusted with ash and gore. I was only a slave boy, a Thracian, taken in one of the early skirmishes and passed from house to house until I ended up with General Miltiades' messengers. I carried water, fed the horses. I listened, though they thought me too dull to understand Greek. When the general called for Pheidippides to run to Athens with news of victory, I was standing in the shadows, unseen. But then Miltiades turned to another man, a Spartan envoy, his voice low. "Send a second runner south, through the mountains. Sparta must know we held the line." The man hesitated. The mountain paths were wild, crawling with wolves and bandits. "No hoplite will survive that route," he muttered. Miltiades looked at me. I was small, fast, forgettable, perfect. Give the boy the message. If he lives, Sparta will come. If not, it's no great loss. So I ran. I ran south into the night. My legs were lean and my body light from years of hunger. I ran through olive groves, over ridges lit by moonlight, past whispering cypress trees that leaned like sentinels over the trail. I had no sandals. The rocks tore my feet. Thorns sliced my ankles. But I clutched the rolled parchment to my chest like it was a flame I had to keep alive. At dawn, a wolf trailed me. I hurled a stone and screamed. It fled. By dusk, I stumbled into a mountain village. The people spat when they saw my chains, but an old woman pressed bread into my hand. Her eyes met mine. She said nothing, but I think she knew. 3 days later, I reached the gates of Sparta. The guards laughed when they saw me, a child, a slave. I dropped to my knees, too tired to speak. I handed them the message. The general read it, frowning. Then his expression changed. "You came from Marathon." I nodded. "You alone?" I nodded again. He looked down at my torn feet, my bruised ribs, my bleeding hands. "You ran through the mountains." "Yes," I croaked. "Athens needs help." A silence fell. He raised his fist, and within minutes, riders were preparing to march north. I was given water. A blanket, nothing more, no coin, no name. They didn't ask who I was. They didn't care. I was just the second shadow behind a greater legend. Years later, I returned to Athens. The war was over. The city sang the name of Pheidippides. Statues rose. Poems were recited. Children learned of his run from Marathon. No one remembered the boy who ran to Sparta. No one remembered the message that bought time. No one remembered the second runner who slipped through the mountains with the fate of a city on his back, but that's the way it is with history. It remembers the heroes it wants, not the ones it owes.